Is your project-based learning. Now, what is project-based learning? In project-based learning, student learns concept by working on real-life projects. So, we can take one example. In social science, student create a smart city model. In science, they design a rainwater harvesting system. So, they are not learning by memorizing or cramming. This method basically focus on learning by doing. We can say experiential learning. Here, student is doing something and learning by doing. Next is inquiry based learning. So here teacher will ask question in the classroom instead of asking direct questions. Inquiry basically means asking questions. Brainstorming is very important for making any concept. So it is important that teacher will ask question so that student will think, or some curiosity will develop in the classroom while learning. We can take some example like teacher ask why are pollution related diseases increasing. So here student will think. Next is flipped classroom. In flipped classroom, the teacher provide pre-class learning materials like recorded video lectures, videos, PPTs, reading notes, or some educational links. So students study these material at their own pace before coming to class. When they come to classroom, instead of listening to long lecture, they actively engage in activities. So that help them apply and understand the concept better. So the classroom become a space for interaction, collaboration, and higher order thinking, while passive learning is shifted outside the classroom. So experiential learning means learning through experiences. Here we can take simple examples like role play of parliament, role play of any legend, field visit. You can visit different places, historical places, virtual lab experiments. So here students remember concept better than they experience them in a life. So next is blended learning. Blended learning combines, blend means when you are combining two things. So here blended learning combines traditional teaching with digital tools. We can take some examples like classroom explanation followed by online quizzes, videos, or assignment. Students, I have already made one interesting video on AI tools using in the classroom. If you are interested, you can watch my video in which I very in simple language I explain the concept of how you can use AI tools in your classroom while teaching. Next is gamification. This is one of the favorite method of the students. Gamification means adding game elements to learning. Definitely this will develop curiosity, interest in your classroom. What type of games you can add? Like quiz games, you can add badges, rewards, or points for such types of games. So this will definitely increase the motivation and excitement and engagement in your classroom. Collaborative learning. Students work together in a group to solve problem or complete tasks. So here teacher can give some group task, maybe in a group of 5 or 10. That is totally depends on the topic and the strength of the class. So we can take some examples like group discussion, debate, jigsaw method. So these type of method definitely improve the communication and teamwork skills. Then next is there are many other innovative methods like uses of AI and technology. For this you can I have already made one video in which I have explained different AI tools which you can use in your classroom for making your class interesting. Then next is storytelling method. It is important to explain the concept through stories. This will develop the imagination and interest in the student. This definitely storytelling method is one of my favorite method. This makes learning memorable and emotional. Here student will develop the imagination and connect their thoughts with that particular character. Then problem based learning, this is very important. In problem based learning, the teacher presents student with a complex or open ended problem related to real life. Student work individually or in group to understand the problem, identify what they are already know, find out they need to learn, or search for solution. So focus is not only on final answer but the learning process. Like if a social science teacher give one problem to the student, like why is unemployment increasing among educated youth, so student will analyze economic, social and education factor and suggest the solution. So here teacher plays an important role. What type of problem, reality based problem she is giving to the students.